Alright guys, welcome back to another video on the channel. So before we get into this, I want to apologize. As you can tell probably already, the audio didn't record. So I'm going to leave my webcam in the top right so you can see somewhat of the live reactions. And I'm not going to scrap this video because 30 elite player packs is kind of a huge deal. And I obviously couldn't just go re-record this. Like this was probably like 6 million coins. I spent meaning I had other people's accounts and my own account and things like that. So I'll let you guys rewatch it and I'll commentate over it somewhat and you'll still have my live reaction. But if you didn't already know, guys, the kickoff promo is out. So these packs I'm opening right now, or not the kickoff promo, it's called Countdown to Kickoff, and you should all play it. It's in the Madden today, and it allows you to unlock the actual kickoff promo one day early. Also, if you go on to enjoy this video, please give it a like rating for my sadness. Let's go for 100 likes. Make sure you subscribe if you're new. I don't think I'll be streaming tonight. I got some stuff going on. But yeah, so I figured I'd put these packs in the video because you do have a chance of pulling a gold. I also try not to spoil anything that we get as we get a gold there. I'll try not to spoil any of the packs or anything like that, of course. And I'll try and give somewhat of a decent commentary. I'm a little sad right now because, I just recorded for a solid 30 minutes and then I realized that my mic wasn't even on. So that's a little sad. But yeah, we're flying through these packs right now, getting mostly silvers. I figured I'd throw them in, though. You do have a chance at an elite, so it was worth a shot. My friend got them for me, so I was like, might as well do them. And obviously, we haven't pulled anything yet, though. We've just pulled a 73, not too spicy. But I'm hyped about these 80-plus packs because they are super fun for me to open right now. I really like how there's two chances of getting a good pull. Either a high rating or a high power. Makes them worth way more. But the first pack, we get a 82 center. Centers are my least favorite card in the game to pull because the highest center you can pull is an 82. So it's a little bit boring. You have no chance of pulling something that's hype. If you get a center, you just know it's pretty meh. So they're not that exciting for me. Next one, we get a 82 Aaron Rodgers. Aaron Rodgers, also one of the worst pulls. So quarterbacks, punters, and kickers are all the least expensive. They are worth 0 coins for whatever reason. No matter what rating they are, Tom Brady, I'll show you later on in the video, is worth literally nothing. As we get an O-tackle, O-tackles are also worth literally nothing unless you pull Trent Williams. O-tackles are also probably the 5th worst position. That's basically all of them. That's all the bad positions and wide receivers. Speaking of wide receiver, I didn't even mean to do that. We pulled Odell Beckham with 30 power, so that's a really good pull. But otherwise, for those of you who are curious, halfbacks are worth very little. O-tackles are worth very little. We get a kicker there. That's awful. Kickers, punters, centers, all of those are worth very, very little. But pack number 5, well, I think it's actually number 6. Which one we get in here? Open the pack already, Birdie. What's going on here? Okay, 80 safety. So 30 power is going to make him worth a lot more than the other cards, but he's still pretty bad, just an 80 overall safety. And then we pull the center again. Once again, 30 power, so it'll be worth a little bit extra, but really not that great of a pull. Pack number 8, we pull a Mike Evans, probably one of the worst elites you can get, just because 80 overall wide receiver. And then we get a Desmond King. So we are 10 packs in, and the highest overall card we have had is an 83 Odell. So the opening looking pretty bad right now. You're not getting very lucky, if I do say so myself. And then we pull a Khalil Mack, which this is my first Khalil Mack pull of the year. So I was super hyped. I am still super hyped. Sorry about this screenshot. If you're wondering why I take screenshots, it's because I post these on my Instagram. So if you're not following me on Instagram, make sure you do so now. Link is in the top of the description. So we pull Khalil Mack, and then are we about to pull a second one? Are we going to pull back-to-back? Psych, you guys thought. 81 punter. Then now, pack number 12, we get 84 Von Miller. So we got Khalil Mack linebacker, then Von Miller linebacker. The luck was looking pretty damn good. Now we're entering pack 13, and we're not expecting anything great. Let's see what we get. I'm talking, and DeAndre Hopkins. So we pulled Khalil Mack, then a crap punter, then Von Miller, then DeAndre Hopkins. I would say the luck was doing me pretty well. I was pretty happy. I'm very happy, actually. And then we pull Rodney Hudson. So, what could you expect that you're not going to pull back-to-back? So now we get 2 straight Rodney Hudsons. That's pretty weird. Pack number 16, we get 3 straight Rodney Hudsons. I was actually, in disbelief. Guys, there's over 100 elite cards in the game. Easily over 100, probably more than 100. There are so many 80-plus cards in the game, and we got 3 of the exact same one in a row. Are you kidding me? That's actually unbelievable. Pack number 17, we get a tight end. Tight ends are actually worth a decent amount, so I'm not too sad about that. He's probably one of the better 80 overalls you can pull. Then we get an Eddie Jackson. Safeties are worth a decent amount as well, but not really that great of a pull. Then we get Damon Harrison, which is a very nice pull. 83 overall D tackle, worth a decent amount. And then an 80 D tackle, not worth too much. And then we pull final pack on this account. We are going to get a 81 Eddie Jackson again. So let's go check some prices here. And then I'm hopping on to another account where we have another 4 packs. And then I have another account with another 5 packs. So we'll have 30 packs in total. I'm doing my best to make this commentary exciting as possible. So you guys saw the Khalil Mack there was worth a really good amount. And so was DeAndre Hopkins, around 450K. Von Miller is actually worth like very similar to DeAndre Hopkins. So he might as well be an 85 in terms of coins. Like he's worth another 450. And then we pull an Odell who's up for 300K at 30 power, which I think was a bit of a snipe. He's probably worth more than that. But that was also a really good pull. And then otherwise, all of the other pulls were really bad. But Khalil Mack, Odell, DeAndre Hopkins, Von Miller, 4 really, really good pulls. Damon Harrison is decent. And then like all the other ones are worth like nothing because prices have dropped. Now we hop on to the next account where it's my account actually. And please guys, if you could drop a like just for how much these packs cost. Your boy's breaking the bank. I just want to point that out. And let's talk about how many times I've done this set, by the way. This is my 89th time completing this set. That should not be allowed. I have a pack addiction. I think I need help. But anyways, we're on my account. Let's see. First 80-plus pack. We have 4 on my account to make it an even 25. And in the first one, we're going to pull an 84 Johnny Hekker. Literally the worst 84 in the entire game to pull. I've had him at the beginning of the year, and he took 12 days for me to sell because nobody buys punters because why would you buy a punter? So due to his power, he's probably worth a little extra. Like as you can see, there's a 30 power for 290K, but he's just going to take so long to sell. It's really not like something to be happy about. And now we have 3 more 80 pluses. Let's see if we can clutch out anything decent. Not going to spoil anything, of course. Okay. First one, we get Zeke. So Zeke is a good pull, but I'll show you guys in a second here. Out of all the 83, Zeke is actually the most cheap. Like, he's honestly not even, like, a W. If you were in my live streams, you know what I mean by a W. He's kind of just, like, okay. I'll show you his price in a second. And then we get a Christian McCaffrey, who is terrible. Lose a ton of coins on that pack. And the final 80-plus on my account. Not going to spoil it. Let's see, though. We get an 81 Andrew Whitworth with 30 power. I don't know if I mentioned this yet, but I'm not streaming tonight. Just want to point that out. I don't know if I mentioned it. But here I'll show you guys. So Zeke is worth 212K as an 83. And if you look up any other 83s that aren't special teams, because obviously like punters and kickers are worth less, there are none up besides Tom Brady. So Tom Brady just shows how cheap quarterbacks are. There's an 85 for 250K, but then he's the cheapest 83. So he's still good, but in terms of like, you know, his rating, he's just worth like nothing because as you can see here, Christian McCaffrey, 100K. Just halfbacks in general are worth absolutely nothing. And then Andrew Whitworth also worth basically nothing because tackles aren't worth a lot. If you're ever curious how much I price my cards for based off their power, I did it for you right now. So he's 30 power, so I posted him more than the minimum. But then Christian McCaffrey is only 10 power, so I'm putting him up as the cheapest. Same thing with Ezekiel Elliott. He's only 10 power, so I'm putting him up as the cheapest. And then there was Johnny Hekker was up for 190K, but mine is 30 power, so I'm putting mine up for more than 190K because he's better. So I'm putting him up for 230K. And all I do, guys, if they don't sell, I just keep reposting them until they sell. I'm showing you my auctions now. I literally don't ever change my price. I decide a price I want, and I just keep relogging, pressing repost, and then logging off. I never change my price. That's just my personal strategy. And I'll post a card 6, 7, 8 times, and it won't sell. And then the 9th time, it'll get bid on. So it works for me. I like doing it. I mean, if you're impatient and you want your cards to sell, then go ahead and post them for like the cheapest. I pick a price. I'm like, oh, okay, I spent 200K in the pack. This guy's worth 220K. I want him to sell for at least 220K. And I'll just keep reposting him for that until he sells. It's a risky strategy, but I like to do it. Now we move on to the next account, the final account. Shout out to my boy Beast Gaming for letting me do these packs. I'll put a link to his channel in the pinned comment. So make sure you go check him out. He posts YouTube videos as well. So we have 5 packs on his account, the final 5 packs, 30 elite player packs in total in this video. That's crazy to me. I can't believe we were able to pull this many packs. Big shout out to my boy Gage as well. He's the one who hit us up with the first 21 packs, so he is literally insane. Like, that is so many coins worth of packs. But first one, we pull a Kyle Fuller with 10 power. Pretty bad pull to start us off. Maybe the second pack will be better, though. We pull 3, 2, 1, drum roll, please. Am I going to open the pack? There we go, and we pull Kyle Fuller again. Exact same power, literally a mirror card. You hate to see it. We've pulled back-to-back cards now twice. First, we had Rodney Hudson 3 times in a row. Now we get Zach Ertz, who I was very sad about, as you can see by my reaction. But I'll show you in a sec his price. He's actually a decent pull. Like, I thought he was terrible. Russell Wilson is a terrible pull, though. Probably one of the worst deletes you can get. And the final 80-plus pack of the video. Do we clutch out one more fire pull? We go for the elbow pack, and we pull Keanu Neal. But on the bright side, he is 40 power, so I'll show you his price based off the power alone in a second here, because you guys really don't understand. If you haven't seen my power video, the power really affects the price. Like, he'd be worth way more just off his power alone. So there's none up that are at 40 power. So now I'm just checking safeties in general. And as you can see, 82 Malcolm Jenkins is up for 370K. 81 is up for 350K. So Keanu Neal will probably sell for around 275K just because of his power alone, even though in reality he's worth, way less. Now we'll check Russell Wilson, who's literally like 75K, which is straight up bullying. Like, I can't believe that happened. And then Kyle Fuller, decent, 150K. Could have been worse, but, I mean, not great. And Zach Ertz actually turned out to be one of the better pulls in the opening. 81 tight end. He's worth a little over 230K. So that about wraps up the video. I hope you guys went on to enjoy it. I really apologize about the audio. It won't happen again. And I'll see you boys in the next one.